Hello everyone, this is Del, the KA project manager, who is mainly for EU market. Welcome to join today's presentation of Tuya Cloud platform. Regarding the previous sharing in the past few weeks by our colleagues, you've already got some certain understanding of our platform configuration, the OEM app building, the device control panel, and the product, how to build a product under your platform. So, of course, today's all solution will related all those contents. Now, let's go to view today's agenda. First, I will take a quick introduction of our Tuya Cloud platform, which will include the data center and architecture, and also the security compliance, then the global compatibility. Then we will jump to the main topic about the cloud-to-cloud integration solution. We have 4 solutions. I will show you what's the different, how did you choose your correct one for your companies, and how to have a quick integration on the Tuya platform. Because during the solution, you will find that you need to build your own SDK app or OEM app, then also which include the panel SDK. And the final agenda, I will leave some minutes for you guys to ask any questions. I will reply you soon. Now, Tuya have 5 data centers, which is Asia, American Western, Eastern Europe, and India, and another Russia data center, which is on the planning. You can find all on the maps to ensure our response time. We have more than 1,000 CDN node acceleration to keep us average response times is around 18 milliseconds globally, and we all also comply with the GDPR and the CCPA. Now we are so excited that our accumulated activation device is already more than 100 million, and the daily processing device message is more than 15 billion. Our average response times is already far superior than the peer. You can find we are using adopts our event-driven microservice architecture, and which can improve us to bring some advantage, the service isolation, dynamic expansion, independent discovery, and you will get the quickly process the real-time distribution for massive device event. We also choose the ALI cloud, the Amazon cloud, the Azure cloud to enjoy the same edge network acceleration with Taobao and Amazon. We have 100 million level equipments access, daily average 10 of billions of equipment requests, and T-level data processing, and automatically operation and maintenance. Because this picture is not big enough, you may didn't see it clear, but the context is already introduced. For the security part, our security level is already as the financial industry. We join our transmission, data transmission, we use the for TLS by using TLS encryption channel to support join the whole network transmission. And we also extra using the extra AES 128 encryption, and for data storage, we also adopt the AES 256 and hash security algorithm to ensure the data security level for all the sensitive data. We also use the identification, the second one, which can guarantee data isolation and increase authentication requirement, dynamic keys, security chip, which can be used by your, and the virtual devices, We're also actively working with the third party of the security organization like the NCC, the Trust Arc, to help us continue improving our security solution. Now we are fully compliant with the CCPA and the GDPR. About the security part, we used the minimized data from the personal information and from the end user to keep our user full rights and for encrypted storage comply with the privacy protection past ISO. Some certificate I will show you at the next slide. And then the third party, which I just mentioned before. Now, here is all our certificate, the ISO or the ISO certificate, the EU GDPR, CQC, the ROS, and the NCC, CE, the CCPA. That's all we have already passed. Now, let's focus on today's main topic of Tuya Cloud Platform. Here are 4 integration solutions. Let us to view the structure end-to-end link protocol. You'll find these are the devices option, like we provided the Wi-Fi, Zigbee, Bluetooth, or the other module, communication module on the devices, and all the stated will reach it to the app and directly to Tuya Cloud. And you can use the HTTPs to get your device state to your partner. Here is the structure. We can see it. From this way, it's the local network control, and this is a LAN network. Our open platform architecture, there are 4 layers. The bottom layer is the basic service layer, which included our standard instruction, the standard status, and the standard category. The second one is business layer, which included the authorization center, basic service, specification service, data service, and message distribution. The third layer is access layer, which included the authorization dimension, which will be used in solution 4, authorization code dimension, and the application dimension, product dimension. I will give some detailed explanation about the dimension part in later. And the top layer, application layer, which included the SaaS application, the partner cloud, partner app, and templates. You will also adopt the message queue to receive the real-time device state. Now let's introduce the first one, the solution 1, the OEM app. I'm not sure if there are anyone is new customers who don't know our OEM app. I will give some short minutes to introduce this one. The OEM app is you can take a few minutes to build your own OEM app. We have already provided some configurations on platform. You can just need to change your logo and some mandatory privacy policy and service agreement like that. You can build your own OEM app, and which will be under your platform account. Then you will get the same functions as Tuya Smart app. Here is the devices. Now you can get the low access cost, which is the fast development time to save your times. You can support the multiple category devices. All the devices will have our own standard control panel. You will get all features on the platform. This is the most easy way. The second is for SDK, because I will share you the detailed contents which included in the for SDK. Let me just go through these 4 slides and I will back to the IoT platform. For those 4 SDK, we provided the home SDK. You can embed to the pattern to your app. For this advantage, you will still get your own user systems. For this scenario, you may have already cooperated with the other company about the other solution. You can also keep your own systems and the other device solutions. It won't break any architectures. But on these 4 versions, you can take full advantage of various compatibility provided by Tuya, like the distribution network, the OTA function, the device control, season, upgrade manager, all the functions you can find on the Tuya platform. The mini SDK is the minimized SDK, which only contains the network pairing. The content is about the SSID, the token, and the password. You can embed the minimum SDK to your app. You must already have your existing app teams to have your own styles, have your own user management. All of the other desire can be also used your previous one. That's you can choose this one. But you, based on the mini SDK, you can't use our control panels. You need to develop your own device control panel, which I wish I also shared some slide about our control panel, but which is rely on our home SDK. For this one, embed UDP send to devices. You can also open the message queue to get the device state back to your cloud. The option mini SDK and authorization code mode. This mode is you can find the HTTP request from the app. So it means that the client, the end user, will have access to get the authorization code to exchange the access token to allow your device which is under your account. Just like, for example, like when you use the third-party voice control, when you go to the Alexa or Google Home app, when you click some buttons to jump to a website to enter your account and password, which is similar way. You just use this way to get the full controls of the device under the same category on the Tuya platform. Let me go to the IoT platform, because we will need to understand how to build your own project. I'm not sure if you have a certain knowing about our difference for those 4 solutions. Now let's go to this page about the cloud development. Here is our new architecture on the platform, because in the last years, we only supported you one IoT account to apply for one authorization key. You can just, we don't support the multiple cloud project. Now you can find we've already provided. You just need to create your own project, and we can also support to different option for the industry. I choose the smart home. You can just fill in and get. Here is already some samples I created before, like good testing, which by me. When you create it, you'll get your independent access ID, which is client ID and secret key. You can click show and to get your full ID. never don't share any of your client ID and secret key to others. Otherwise, they can use this key to control your devices, which is high-level security data. About the dimension, which I mentioned in the previous slide, there are 3 dimensions. The first, you can link the device by product, which means if you have already got some PID from here, the product is under your IoT account, you will get the control access for this PID. Because for some companies, they have different sub-companies, they may have different purchase or selling channel or different brand about the different categories to other. They may need the multiple cloud project, which can have their own independent access key and their cloud team. Now, those is, you can find just the corresponding category to this one. And the second is by apps, application. You can, and because you've got the multiple, you should have your multiple apps. You can also just buy this. Even the devices is not under your account, but when the device pairing to your app, you will also get access. This is a second dimension. Link a device by mini programs, which is very popular in China, like the mini programs in WeChat. The final one is link the device by app account. Of course, during the initial development process, you may don't have your own product or your own application. Then you can download the Tuya app or OEM app and pairing some samples. You can scan the QR to end your app cloud, which means that you give the access rations to this cloud project. You will also get all devices here. Device quantity, here is my app account. The next is the API. First, how did you access your data, device data or user manager data? We all provided the standard API. You can use this API to make the control, like the authorization management, user account, and the device management. You can click the link to find the detailed development documents and the network management, the device control. We also provide some standard instruction for different category, the light plugs, the small home things, and OTA upgrade is the firmware remote upgrade, and the timing management, the home management, the family member, and the season is the season and smart. If you are trying to use our Tuya app, you will find those are all the main functions. You can use the API to call to also realize this control. Message service is the message queue. You can turn on the message queue, which is pleasure, and remember to enter the array. To enable this, you will get your real-time data states from Tuya Cloud to your cloud. For all the API requests and message sent, you can find on this page. Just remember to click the correct region. Okay, let's back to the slide. Yeah, I've already introduced how to build your own cloud project on the platform. Here is the just mentioned that the simulation debugging use the Postman. You can use the Postman to put all the API to realize the device control. Here's some screenshots. which I just give the demonstration of the building process. We can support the multiple cloud project with independent authorization key. This one, which we are already, we are past it. About the app SDK. Okay. Let me back to the IoT platform. First, I wanted to make deep stress about the difference and benefits, the advantage of each integration solution, because this is the main topic today. Just remember the solution one. You can find all the documents, related documents from the docs on platform. Give some glossary. Also to the simple mode, which is we used the solution 1, 2, and 3. Authorization 2 protocol based on the simple mode and the authorization code mode, which we use in the solution 4. The client uses the authorization cloud to exchange access token to obtain user data sense permission. Sense key, refresh token, API. You can find all the client ID, their identification, what's their meaning, the schema, how to get your schema, what's the value of schema, message queue, the pledger. Just go view the topic which I just shared.
Okay. There are someone said they didn't see the platform for your practice just now.
Okay, just a second.
Do you think it's appropriate to show it again? Maybe
show it again. Show the IoT platform. About the which topic, how to build your own cloud project, or which one?
I think the former one.
The former one. Can you unmute yourself and let me know which part do you want me to show again? Let me check the chat history. I can't see the platform. Okay. Just 1 second. Oh, they didn't. Just 1 second.
Will you share the screen again and choose the desktop?
Can you help me to check this one?